The Bryks are done with the backyard and the bedrooms.
I like everything.
Oh my God.
Now it's time to turn their attention to the main floor.
Which is awful.
And that means dealing with Greg's idea of being handy.
If my hair lights on fire. I don't know what the proper technique for this is.
Butting heads over budget.
It's gone mental.
And Reno.
Be straight.
Reno.
I'm gonna cut up all the credit cards.
I need a credit
You know what?
card.
You're gonna get an allowance,
Baby,
monopoly money.
I got money under my mattress.
Can't move in without running water. We don't even have a bathroom.
This family of 5 plus their dog are ready to live under one roof instead of in one room.
They've never had their own rooms.
Ugh, we're about 10,000 over.
But they may have underestimated the cost of getting this runaway remodel under control.
It's really wreaking havoc on our budget and our morale.
Under duress, they deal with blunders,
You sloped it toward the house?
setbacks,
Stop!
and delays.
Oh, God.
What else? What else could possibly happen?
This is Building Bryks.
Oh my God.
Ah, the sweet sound of a job well done. The kids' rooms are done, and the Bryks finally have some peace and quiet. Well, almost.
That was loud.
The outside is all done, the basement is dry, and the kids are safely away in their rooms. But what about the rest of the house?
I have to get this done, Greg, because I really want to get the main floor done.
And leave this beautiful sea of tranquility here.
This is pretty good, isn't it?
It's awesome, actually.
No, it's okay for us to be living in this chaos, but I don't think it's okay for the kids.
So what's next?
So we have to paint the living room. Let's get that fireplace sorted. And then
Kitchen.
the kitchen, the counter.
And then we'll come
Then we'll move up here.
here.
This is, yeah, quite the project.
So, here's the plan. Finish off all the common areas before getting to the master bedroom, starting with the kitchen. And to keep the reno price conscious, Danielle is recycling part of the porch in the kitchen.
Hi, David.
Oh, hi, how you doing?
Good, how are you doing?
Good.
Oh, these old boards look a lot better here than they did in the mud outside the house. I liked the idea of salvaging something from the history of this house, and I love the feel of that wood. It adds warmth to the kitchen, which would otherwise be a little bit sterile. We were hoping to be able to use them for shelves. Do you think it'll be strong enough for shelves?
Oh yeah, it's old growth forest, so the grain is very tight. It's 100 years dry from being on your front porch as
Right.
a joist. I think they'll be ideal really for what you're trying to accomplish.
Okay, that's great.
But they're going to require a little bit of work.
I just drew a picture of what I was thinking in the kitchen. That's all the dishes I have in this world, so I don't need a lot.
I have to get a smooth surface to join two pieces together if you want to shelf anything wider than 7 inches.
And in the kitchen, it would have to be about 12 inches.
Which is not a problem. We have lots of material. As soon as we touch it and take anything off,
Yes.
this is where you're going to go.
Okay.
So it's going to be a very obvious difference.
Okay.
So the only thing we can do is just take off the material where the joint is going to be made, and then leave the rest, like we can scrape by hand.
I don't want to get splinters when we're taking dishes off
Right.
it, but I do like how it looks kind of...
Yes, if you want that roughness, we can maintain that for you.
Okay, thanks a lot,
Okay,
Dave.
bye.
Watch your step. So we come up to visit and you put us to work.
Speaking of keeping an eye on the bottom line, nothing beats free labor. Danielle is press-ganging her family into some paint work.
What is your design concept like for the living room?
Everything's going to be really simple and minimal. The walls are all going white. We've got like this industrial fireplace here, and we're going to put our TV up here. And then the only kind of splash of color is going to be from the big pieces of art. We're carrying the same
Theme?
Yeah, the same look in here. I almost want it like a gallery, you know, like the white walls and then the art really stands out. We've got this harvest table here, and I've got those recycled aluminum chairs, and then some of those modern rockers, which I just love the line of.
Yeah, that's gonna look really good. Let's paint. Yeah,
All right, let's get going.
Danielle has chosen a bone-white eggshell latex for the entire room.
I like the color.
It's got a bit of gray in it, actually.
She wants the room to be a blank slate, so the fixtures, furniture, and art pop.
We thought you've lost your mind buying a crack house.
And one of the largest features of the room is the fireplace.
Oh my gosh, it's ready.
Danielle has chosen a custom-made stainless steel fireplace insert that has been manufactured off-site.
That is really cool.
So I'll lift it in if you can just lift up this cord on the side.
Problem is, she didn't take the old tiles into account when taking the measurements.
Right.
Watch your fingers.
The fireplace does not fit all the way in right now because we need to remove the old tile.
Okay. You can see that the height from the tiles blocks it from going back.
Right. We're gonna have to take the floor level down a little bit, and hopefully then it will slide right in.
Coming up, Greg to the rescue.
I don't know what the proper technique for this is, but smashing just seems to work.
So, the Bryks have decided the next reno projects are all the shared spaces. And guess what? There's already a problem.
The fireplace does not fit all the way in right now because we need to remove the old tile.
And guess who thinks he can fix it? That's right, Greg's on the scene, and he's brought his hammer. The idea is to remove just the minimum amount to get the mantle to fit, then to skim coat it smooth and flush.
We don't need to take the base out.
Greg has taken that on as his DIY,
I don't know what the proper technique for this is, but smashing just seems to work.
while the rest of the trades are tackling the other jobs.
What could possibly happen?
The first part of the process in utilizing this reclaimed lumber is to get it somewhat clean so you can work with it. You don't want sand and grit, it's very hard on your tools. Ran them through the table saw to get it rough cut to the dimension that we wanted. And then ran them through the edge jointer to get a very flat, clean surface. So when you mated the two boards together, there wouldn't be any discrepancies or any cracks that were visible. We used a biscuit joiner, lots of glue, and you've got a shelf that won't come apart.
Hey, Greg.
Hello?
Whoa.
What?
What happened?
I went deep.
Oh, say
Deep
it.
because
Oh
there
my
was all
God.
of this just broken up dirt stuff, and then I found something solid, like wooden, but it wasn't a treasure box, it was just the floor.
You got rid of that whole base?
The whole thing.
How deep is that?
You know, about that deep.
Greg has removed almost 6 inches of base from the mantle. Way more depth that can be covered with a skim coat.
It's gonna be great, so we'll mix some concrete, we'll pour it in.
I'm definitely gonna have to get more concrete. Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
I know.
more, it's,
I
but it's
know.
gonna be done properly.
I know,
Even more than properly.
I know.
More properly.
Danielle thinks she can rescue Greg's work, but not in the way he thinks.
Hey, Danielle.
Hey.
That looks good.
So there it is. Yeah, it's all clean. But you know what? I'm so glad you decided to do this because now we can put that slate on there instead. No, remember because we were going to do the slate, but we didn't want to knock all the concrete out and everything. But now you've knocked all the concrete out.
I can't even hear you. I know you weren't saying anything about slate.
Look, it'll come just above this. It looks
It
so
won't.
beautiful.
Yeah, we
Greg,
can't.
you did.
We can't. Everything's more.
You don't know how
No,
much
but
the slate is.
I know where we are in the budget, and it's gone mental.
You know what, Greg? I have to buy all that concrete anyway.
I'm convinced that 7,000 bags of concrete are still less than the slate. It's expensive.
It's not. You decided to do it right, so now we might as well. We
Yeah,
might as
but
well
doing
do
it right doesn't mean we have to do it more expensively.
This is offcuts. This is small enough that we could find an offcut.
I was there with you when they said the offcut makes no difference. They said it's the same price. Offcut means
That was for the
nothing.
counter. That was huge.
Offcut
This is
means
for a
nothing. See, you can't. I was right beside you when they said offcut. She said no price. He was yelling at us.
How about this then? You do it.
All right.
Well.
Well, as well as I could do it, which is not going to be as well as you could do it. I'm putting the groceries away.
And I'm investigating how much the slate would
You can
cost.
investigate all you want. I'm going to cut up all the credit cards and I'm going to change your bank account. I'm putting it in my name.
I don't need a credit
You know what?
card.
You're going to get an allowance,
Baby,
Monopoly money.
I got money under my mattress. And
That's
I'm going to get a quote.
Coming up, will Greg cry uncle?
This may shock you.
So, the mantle won't fit in the living room.
We need to remove the old tile.
Greg jumps in. Problem solved, right? Wrong.
What happened?
And even though Greg wants Danielle to figure out how to save it,
You're in charge of the delicate work.
He doesn't like her solution.
Now we can put that slate on there instead.
With the living room in a stalemate,
We can't.
the Bryks are taking a time out and are getting to work on the rest of the house.
You do it.
All right.
Well. Today, David and I are installing the shelves above the kitchen sink. Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, they're a little rugged, but that's what you wanted, so. These shelves are going to appear like they're floating because there's not going to be any sides or support brackets visible. If we drill a hole, then you put this in, and then you push the shelf up against it. That little tip there makes a little mark in it.
Great.
So let's see how these rods fit.
The shelves are heavy themselves, so I'm concerned that by putting dishes on them, it's just going to be such a heavy load that it won't be able to hold up.
Okay, so now we have holes to drill in the shelves. Now the problem is trying to get the holes into the shelf in the exact same spot so that it lines up with the dowels.
That shelf is not going anywhere. One of the kids could sleep up there.
Yeah. I hope we get lucky again. There's a whole lot of really iffy little things that can cause you a whole lot of grief. They've all come out this way a little bit. You need a lot of patience. If you don't have patience, stay away from it. Oh, what a pain. There, that about does it.
Wow. They're great. Thank you. The finished product here is exactly what I had in mind. When I envisioned them in the beginning, it's like it's just materialized like that.
Yeah, it was a good choice.
That's great. This is the temporary setup for now.
Okay.
Ian is here to create a stainless steel counter and sink. What we're hoping for is just the nice one piece, the stainless steel with the sink integrated into it with no seams.
Beautiful, welded in, polished nicely.
Can you do sort of those squarish ones?
That would be perfect. We could do a nice deep one.
Yeah.
So you get more dishes in and crowded family. The advantage of a custom built stainless steel countertop, it's totally seamless. You can't get any dirt anywhere. It's 3.5 inches deeper than this one. It's 20 inches. You can go, say, 24.
I think I do want to do a 24.
That would be from there to there.
Good size sink.
That's gonna hold a lot of water.
We want to have a very large sink. Not a double sink, but one large, so you can put a huge roasting pan in. So for the sink area, we're going to go with stainless for its durability. We might go with stone elsewhere. Okay, that's great. Thanks so much for coming.
All right, no problem. Thank you.
Greg, so can you help me? I want to put this last piece of reclaimed wood up there underneath the white cabinet. I want to go in about 4.5 inches. So that's wood, so that's a good sign.
What are you
What are you doing?
You're rolling it around.
I was trying to do a spiral, so it was even. Ow. I want to make sure that it's about 4.5. Do you want to angle grind it off?
Could try.
Right, clear away.
Oh my God.
If my hair lights on fire.
It's not that funny.
Ooh, that was impressive.
Those are fantastic.
Very dramatic. Now we need to find out where we're going to drill the corresponding holes on here so they match with the dowels. And because I don't have those dowel markers, I really, we got to use the lipstick. I think it'll be
Great.
It'll be fine.
Sassy.
Yeah, I'm touching.
Are we level?
I'm touching.
Well, this isn't.
Don't change it. Oh God, I hope it works.
Be straight. You're not straight, right?
I think that's straight right there. Okay, let's try it.
All right.
I don't think it's going in on this side at all. Can you try the middle, Greg? Greg, wait. I think that's good, Greg. What do you think?
Perfect. Good job.
I think it's pretty good. This kitchen is kind of an unfinished industrial kitchen. So for the counters, we want some type of natural stone. Granite and marble are feeling a little bit fancy for our tastes. Concrete has the natural quality, but it's a little bit more industrial, so I think it's gonna fit. It falls within our budget, and it's a beautiful, beautiful product, and I'm so happy that we made this choice.
Now, with the countertop in,
Oh, can't wait.
it's time to get rid of the last thing of the temporary kitchen,
Oh my gosh.
the sink that almost sunk them.
The sink area was all one piece, seamless, and really low maintenance. It's ready to go. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's great.
Good,
It's
so-
absolutely stunning.
With the kitchen sorted, there's no more procrastinating. Since Greg didn't like Danielle's slate idea, the ball is in his court. What solution does he have for the mantle?
Hey,
Hey, Danielle.
what's up?
Nothing.
I got a movie for tonight.
Oh, fantastic. I was doing some rough figuring. The concrete needs to be higher where the insert is, and it needs to come down to where, I mean, it's not a huge angle, but it's an angle. This may shock you. It's gonna shock you, but I'm not sure I have the skills to do that. Who knew? I like to go deep.
I knew.
I did, but you know the guys that are doing the concrete countertop in the kitchen? Mm-hmm. Maybe we could get a quote on that.
For them to come and do the concrete?
Yeah, because it would look great.
Yeah, it would.
It would look, see, cheers, it would look fantastic. Because I could do it, but it would suck. And we're gonna be sitting here a lot. You know, it's not really gonna be nice to look at a blotchy piece of concrete.
Greg's solution isn't as cheap as the original idea, but it's not as expensive as Danielle's slate. A happy compromise.
Cheers. So good. It was a valiant effort.
Yeah.
Coming up, putting it all together.
Wow.
This is amazing.
Greg didn't do the best job on some demo.
Whoa, what happened?
Danielle didn't come up with the best plan B.
Yeah,
Might as
but
well
doing
do
it
it
right
right.
doesn't mean we have to do it more expensively.
But together, they've come up with a solution for the mantle. Now, it's the last piece of construction needed before the Bryks can actually live in all their common living areas.
The fireplace base looks amazing, and it looks 100 times better than if Greg and I had just done that little skim coat. Oh, I think it's great.
Got it?
Yeah.
Done.
Hey, guys.
Wow.
Wow.
This is amazing. I cannot believe this from the last time. This is incredible.
That's a pretty good job.
Well, you can admire your own handiwork because you helped me so much.
In the living room, the Bryks kept the prices low, allowing them to finish the entire space for under $4 grand.
What's this over here?
Oh, those are all our photos, like old
Family
ancestors
photos.
and stuff. That is Grandpa over there on the ship, if you can believe it.
And what's this over here?
That was one of my favorite images. It was just a little postcard, so I had it blown up.
Did you give that to Greg, or did Greg give that to you?
Sadly, I bought it for myself.
Very good.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe you have the fireplace already. I just can't even imagine all this when we were painting.
I know, it's finally come together.
I remember when I first walked in, it was a...
Do you remember that? I'm so glad we did it. To me, it feels so much lighter because we've painted out that wood. It was so oppressive and heavy.
Everything looks so much more open, right? And bigger. It makes this whole house just larger.
You know, there was a wall, like right here, that Greg said, don't take any walls down, but as soon as he left for Montreal, I took it down, and now he loves it.
You know, that's the best way to decorate anyway when the other half isn't around.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I couldn't agree more. Come and see the dining room.
Come on, Terry. Ooh, look.
Danielle, I love this lighting. It's perfect for in here. It's so amazing.
In the dining room, the Bryks were equally frugal. Total cost for this room, just over $1,000.
I love the chair.
Oh,
by the way.
that's Greg's throne. He's on a bit of a king fetish lately.
And it looks so open in here, you know, with the white walls and the dark floor.
Glad you feel that it's airy.
It
still,
is.
because-
It's very area open.
Wow, you guys can really keep talking there, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you
Have a look at
hungry?
something else.
Come on,
Come on.
and look at the kitchen. Greg, Greg.
Oh, look, you've even got a kitchen boy. Hey, Greg.
You know,
Yes.
manservant, butler, sex slave, cabana boy, whatever you want to call me.
Good job.
It's gorgeous. I cannot believe it. I'm just so taken aback by everything.
The Bryks splurged in the kitchen, but didn't blow the bank.
I love your concrete countertops.
Oh, the count. I know. I was so happy when they brought those. That was great.
How do you like my stove, though? You like the stove, right? It's a big fire machine.
Yeah, no, I love this stuff.
Why would you love the stove? You don't do any cooking, so why would you love the stove? You haven't come near our stove.
But he likes the glass.
I like
the
the
glass
glass.
is because.
Oh, I do like the glass, the back on the glass.
Actually, that glass was really simple. It was about $40 worth of glass. I just had them cut it to size, and then I just tacked it up on the wall.
I think I'd like to have that instead of a backsplash.
You know what? I'm already way ahead of you, Terry.
And look at this, Norman. Look at this. Is this all one piece?
This is fabulous because there's no seams. It's just stainless. You just wipe right into the sink.
Very low maintenance.
It is.
Like me.
I'm gonna bite my...
This must be from the house, though. Is this reclaimed wood from
Those
the
are
house?
the beams that we saved.
That is great, and I love the fact that it's all open, you know, with the dishes and everything. It's just so easy.
We should do a cheers, a toast. Christening of the house.
All right.
To the brick house.
The brick
To
house.
Danielle. Thank you, baby.
Oh,
Cheers.
And thank you guys too. You helped so much.
yeah,
Thank
you're
you.
welcome. This is amazing. It's done really well.
Cheers.
Thank
It's been a long haul.
We still have to do the master bath and bedroom.
Coming up on Building Bricks. With the main areas of the house done, the Bryks are finally ready to tackle the master bedroom and bath. And if they couldn't agree on the mantel base, wait until they discuss finishing the basement.
For this.
For that,
They're reaching the end of their renovations and their budget,
we need to acknowledge the fact we're gonna go over budget.
which means Greg and Danielle are going to be doing most of it themselves.
Oh my God. That's from the light fixture upstairs.
Just about killed myself.
I just want it to be over.